What's up, family? Welcome back to the Brandon Brews channel. Let me raise my seat. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome, guys and girls. Yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update about what's been going on. For starters, no, I did not get beat up. There's like a mole here that I think I scratched it. Maybe when I was washing my face or something and it started bleeding. But no, your boy didn't get beat up. So just let you know. But so this is what's been going on. This is my trucking chronicles. Not trucking as in trucking as in the job, but well, this is part of the job, but this is trucking as in like my truck situation. So September, I went on vacation for a week around my birthday, much needed. Took a week off. I think that might have been the first time I took a week off in 2 years. I'll take a day and probably add a day to the weekend, or if I had somewhere to go out of town or something. But I never took a complete week off where I stopped driving Friday and took the complete week off. Never done that. First time ever doing that in September in 2 years. Also, I got to do a 2-year review video about my trucking journey, career. Yeah, your boy's 2 years and some change in. No, that's not a lot. Still in my rookie phase, if that's what people out here saying. But hey, it is what it is. I'm still out here doing it. But literally, never took a break. Even when I went from one job to the other job, I stopped on a Friday and I probably was at orientation Monday or Tuesday the next week. I've done that over the various 3 companies that I've been at. So, no, well, 2, sort of. It's only been like 2 companies if you count this one. No, it's 3. It's 3. But, so, Martin has a policy. If you are not working for a week or longer, you have to bring that truck to a terminal. Because they say we can put somebody else in that truck and keep making money. So their rules, it's their job. I mean, their policy, whatever. So I really can't too much say anything about that. It's a little weird. It's a little weird, and I'm gonna tell you why it's weird when I get to the next part of this. So I took my truck to the terminal and went on vacation. The day before my last day of vacation, fleet manager called and was like, just touching bases, you coming back Monday? Yeah, cool, I'll be here Monday. And then I asked him, I said, hey, did my truck get taken? And so he looked and he said, yeah, it just got seated. And that was that Friday. And so that Monday I did pull up to the terminal. He asked what brand of truck do I prefer. And at that time I said I wanted a Freightliner because I just wanted to have this. I like the space in a Freightliner. And that's why I said that. So he said they're in high demand, but he's going to see what he can do. 2 hours later, he gives me a truck number that's a Freightliner. And I'm like, okay, cool beans. Cool. So Monday I go pick up the truck, get it checked out, all of that. It looks decent. It had that truck had like 320,000 miles, 340. So it wasn't a brand new truck. But I mean, it was decent. At least I thought it was. So got in that truck. But before I pulled off to go pick up my load, why did I see my old truck and somebody driving it, like pulling off? And that might have been them pulling off for the first time. Literally, somebody probably got out of orientation and they gave my truck. And I'm just like, y'all can wait one more day? And I could have got my truck. So also, this is what I did. With the understanding that my truck could go to somebody within a week, I took all my stuff out. I took everything out. And so, I guess that's a little small perk of, like, when I park my truck at the drop yard when I go home, I had put stuff in my car, and then I had a little few things left to take out. Also, I put this out there too. If you are going to go on vacation and you have to bring a truck to a terminal, you have to find your own way home. That's a bummer, but you have to find your own way home. But when it's time for you to pick up the truck, they'll get you to the truck. I just so happened had a sweet situation where I didn't have to do any of that. So I did the Indianapolis terminal because that's the closest terminal to me. And so I had a way from the terminal and I had a way to the terminal. So thank God for favor. Thank God for that I didn't have to go through any of that, getting on a bus just to get back to work. So I had that truck for, let me see, why did I had that truck for a month. Drove that truck for a month, and then inspection time was coming up. If you don't know, every 30 to 45 days you need to run through the inspection line at a terminal for Marten. So they want to inspect their trucks. They do like a DOT inspection just to make sure everything is working, everything is looking good. They check your permit book, they check tire pressure, lights, all that stuff. And then I also think they go over your driving record. We do have outward cameras here, so what they actually do, it's a smart drive system. That's what it is. And you have a smart drive score, and they go over that too. And then you have to go sign this paper and talk to a fleet manager or whatever. I've only had to do that once. And then also, if there's any videos that your truck has recorded or the system has recorded, they go over those. Those videos can vary with speeding, not stopping at stop signs, following too close, doing all of that. So yeah, I have not had any issues with that because your boy has a perfect score. Your boy got a 0. So when it came to them having to sign a paper and show me something, they had to show me nothing. And I still have the same score now. So I think when I first got here, that's when I was driving local in Chicago. I think that was last year. Yeah, last year, like in May. There was something then. But yeah, my score is a 0. So after doing that inspection, wait, hold on. I'm missing a part. All right, so one thing, so around the time when I got to the 30 days, we have deer guards or bull guards, however you want to call them, on the front of our trucks. And I was getting flagged down. I got flagged down twice by another driver saying, hey, check your truck. So I pull over, and it's the deer guard that's down. And I'm just like, now I know I didn't leave this down when I did my pre-trip. I know I didn't. And so I would pull it up. I'll pull over, pull it up. I'm pulling it, trying to see if it'll come back, and it won't come back. I'm just like, all right. I'm like, maybe there's just a lot of bumps in the road or whatever. And I'm just like, I ain't never had that happen on any of these trucks. So, and then I got to a shipper one day. This was like a couple days later. And there was another driver blowing me down in the yard. And I was just like, it got to be that deer guard. So I went and checked, and it was. And so I was just like, yeah, I got to get that fixed. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it fixed when I do the inspection. And that was like the next day. So I come in and I tell them about the deer guard. And then they do the inspection. And man, they come back with some whole totally different. They had to replace like part of the side of the right bumper. There were a lot of things that I did not see that your pre-trip won't show you at all. So it resulted in them telling me that this truck actually had to get something major done with it that involved it having to go back to Freightliner because they don't do the work here. So the next day while I'm sitting here, they had to put me in another truck because they said it could take like 2 weeks. Also, I had to do a service? I had to do an A service on this truck. Also, I guess if you didn't get your truck from that specific terminal, it's like they don't want to service those trucks or whatever. It ain't that they don't want to. They try to take priority of their trucks first or something like that. That's what I heard. That's what I think, or whatever. That's what they do. But I was going to have to go to Texas to get an A service. And so once I told my fleet manager about they're going to have to put this truck, send it to the dealer. And he was just like, all right, don't worry about that. We're just going to put you in another truck. So I got out of that truck, and they put me in this truck. They put me in another Freightliner. And it was the color that I really did not want. But it's grown on me. It's white. I never wanted a white truck. When I first started, I had a white Kenworth day cab. And I just don't like the color white. I don't like that white color. We have 3 colors here. We have this color, and we have that dark blue that you seen that I had on the Kenworth, and we got white. But they put me in this truck. I looked it over. Only thing in this truck that don't work are the sleeper lights. There's like a sleeper light over there, but I just deal with it, and then the light that goes underneath your refrigerator. And that was the biggest thing why I wanted a Freightliner, right? Because of the refrigerator. So I got this truck. Everything seemed cool. Mind you, when I got this truck, I had the air on. It was hot. When I'm putting things in here, it was like 60, 70 degrees still. So recently, last week, the temperature dropped. And we're talking about 30s. I'm not talking about 50, 40. And I'm talking about 30s. Literally last Sunday, I started working Sunday. Sunday, there was ice on my windshield, and the temperature was like 29 degrees in Chicago, and that's when the blizzard happened. We had a little snow blizzard yesterday, 2 days ago, maybe a day and a half ago, we had a blizzard. And so, what do I need in this truck? I need heat. So periodically at night, if I was driving at night, I would turn the heat on, and I would notice, okay, this heat is not getting hot. There's no heat. I would feel it heat up, and then I would feel it blow cold. Heat, and then blow cold. And then I was experimenting. I was turning it down. When you turn it down, it stay warm. The minute you turn it up, it go cold. And so I really experienced that when I needed the windshield to defrost, and I couldn't get it to defrost. I had to scrape it, do this, do that. And I'm like, yeah, I got to take this to the shop. So I took it, told my fleet manager, and he was like, I'm going to send you out to the terminal. And I get here, and I got here like at 5 in the morning. But they don't open up until 7. Checked it in, and then they didn't tell me what they fixed. After a while, it was like 2-3 hours later. It's like, okay, you ready? And truck is running. I get in it, and I'm like, I bet this thing doing the same thing. Why I drive around like just the yard? Because I started looking for empty, and it started blowing out cold. So I brought it back over there and said, hey, it's doing the same thing. One of the guys came out. He was like, let me actually see what it's doing. So he get out, he's feeling it. He was like, okay, maybe it's going to heat up. I said, no, it's not going to heat up. It's doing the same thing. I turned on the back heat, and I said, this is what the back heat feel like. He felt that. He was like, okay, now I understand. So he was like, we'll pull it in and look at it again. So they do that. And they're like kind of experimenting, trying to come up with things, trying to see. So they was like, maybe we'll take out the module and replace that. So I sat for the whole day. I didn't get out of the service center until like 8 o'clock. But the night crew came in. And that's the crew I love. I actually love the night crew here because they're very knowledgeable. But once they fix your truck, it don't need to be fixed again. So they came in, and right at that moment, dude told me exactly what was going on. He was like, I took a temperature gauge to your truck, and I noticed that it'll get up to like 125, and then when you turn it up, it'll start dropping 90, 80, and he was just like, yeah, we checked the heating coil, and it's clogged. Got to be replaced. So he was spot on to tell me what. I was like, now, I've been here for 8-9 hours. I just wish 8-9 hours ago somebody would have been able to say, hey, that's what it is. But hey, that's how it goes or whatever. So he told me though they couldn't order the parts, And also that it's going to be up to the morning people to want to do it or send it to the dealer. So here we are, the morning time. I go in there and they are telling me that they're 100% sure that they are sending it to the dealer. So what does that mean? That means your boy Brandon is going to get into another truck. And he said it could be a loaner or they could swap me out to another truck. I literally have only been in this truck for 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. Haven't even broken in and all that. So I'm just like, so I sat for a whole day. And yeah, so I'm playing the truck game. And I remember I played that game when I first started here. You guys remember I was on the side of the road stuck. Had to get told twice. And then at that point, that's when I was just like, I'm putting my foot down. Y'all gotta give me another truck. And so like I told the guy, I was like, can y'all just give me, I don't know what the whole thing is with how you get a brand new truck. But at this point, I done had a brand new truck before. If y'all seen me at Rail, I had a brand new truck at 3 months of driving trucks. And it was cool. Like, I done had brand new cars. I'm cool with all that. I know how that feel. But at this point, just give me something that work. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Just give me something that work. So that's the part where I don't too much care about. Like, I still could have been in my Kenworth had y'all just left it there. I could see if I was going on vacation for 2 weeks. But I was gone for just a week. Just a week. Monday through Friday. And I was coming back Monday. And I feel like, wait, should I have not gone on a vacation? Had I not taken time off to rejuvenate and to get outside the truck? Like, really? So I'm having to keep moving all this stuff because y'all keep giving me trucks that don't work. So that's been my trucking feud for the last month. And it's November now. Like I said, I took the first week of September off. And since then, this is what it's been. Me getting out of a truck, getting put into another truck. And so, like I told them, I said, yeah, if they'll give you a loaner. If they put you in a loaner, you can get back in this one when this is fixed. And I'm just like, who wants to keep doing that? Like, this is the third truck I done had. And now you putting me in a fourth one. And you're saying, when this get fixed, I can get back into, like, no, who wants to keep doing that? And I'm just grateful that I don't have a ton of stuff in here, y'all. I don't. So, yeah, so that's what's up. In an updated video, I will let you guys know what the verdict is and what I'm driving. I did post a video, I think it's my last video, and I had another Marten driver tell me, he was like, hey, we got the same color truck. And I'm like, man, no, we don't. It wasn't that long ago, but it's in the past. And I'm about to have like all the colors. So, yeah, I hope everybody is good, staying warm. And I know this video is getting long, so I'm gonna cut it. But I just wanted to give that tidbit of what's been going on with my trucks. And hopefully I get a new one. That would be nice, or newer. Like, give me something that got like 100,000 miles and that's gonna be good. That's all I need. I like to run. I don't like to sit and just be sitting. But all right, y'all take it easy, be blessed. See you in the next one.